Hey, what's going on? Welcome to the stream. Thanks for tuning in, guys. As always, smash that like button. If you haven't done so already, please hit subscribe. If you're watching this after the fact, please do leave a comment. It all helps us out in terms of appeasing the YouTube algorithm gods. So, thank you so much. We're doing some Z racing. We got about half an hour before launch, so if you are watching this on replay, you can jump ahead. Exactly 29 minutes and 46 seconds from now, we will be launching off the line. Hopefully you had a good weekend. I spent a lot of time on the bike. And why is my YouTube chat not working? Oh no! Let's see if I can get it to jump in there. There we go. There we go. Hopefully you had a good weekend. We had a great weekend here. Couple big kilometer days in the legs. Trainer Road is telling me to stop doing what I'm doing because it's going to be unproductive. But when have we ever listened before? And you all know the answer to that is we never listen. So there you have it. Ugh. I don't know why that button is messed up. All right, so today, turf and surf. Got a couple of little climbs in there that makes this one interesting. Especially the last little one. It's not a ton of elevation, but it's enough that it's really going to make us hurt. Like I said, we got a couple big rides from the weekend. Managed to get Josh out. I am currently looking out the window, and it is snowing. We got about, I want to say about 7 centimeters of snow coming to us, so that is just how that's going to roll at the end of the day. It's kind of the time of year where it's been expected. We've been kind of dodging it here and there. Hopefully it warms up a bit and it doesn't stick, and then we can get another ride or two in as the month comes to an end. But as far as things go, I would say we had a pretty good, what I would call fall, because we normally don't get fall. Usually what happens is we have summer, early October, we get a blast of snow, which didn't happen this year, and then there's like a melt a little bit, and you kind of get some rides in there when it cleans up. The difference is that anytime we have a snowfall like this, if it melts, it's good, but a lot of the places where you would ride that are in the shade can get a little dicey with the ice. So at a certain point, you just call it, and it's inside on the trainer doing trainer stuff. And that's what we have to look forward to kind of for the winter. Do some work on the FTP. I got a couple weeks scheduled off the bike for a trip, and then it'll be back to the grind again. I'm not sure if we'll do Rafa Festive 500 this year. We kind of did it. We did it by just, I think, out of sheer boredom last year. Was kind of the thing. I guess I should pay attention to this group. As they zoom past, hey Miguel, how goes the battle, my dude? They said we're just warming up. A little bit closer to the launch. I've got a change that I have made, and I will break that out, I guess, because I would like some feedback on it. Not 100% sure if it's going to stay or if it's going to go. Yeah, I can definitely feel the last 2 days in there. Like I said, we've been really lucky with the weather. We got really lucky. There was some fresh tarmac kicking there. And it's good. It's been good. Good road outdoors yesterday. It went way harder than I probably should have. But while it felt strange, it's also satisfying. That's good. Nothing beats outdoors, I swear. It's a different beast than indoors. And I don't know, the fresh air energizes me personally. I enjoy it a lot more. And, especially when you get out there with a couple people and tear it up and then, go grab something to eat, share some laughs, just generally have a good time. Whew. Going to be fun. We'll switch to the Zwift HUD once we get in there. I am going to work on some of the HUD as well. Again, I made a change for today based on your guys' feedback as whether we'll keep it or not. I mean, I guess it'll always be here kind of thing. It's just a couple clicks for me now on the Stream Deck to switch it up, but it's we'll see how it all sort of plays out. Oh, this feels a lot harder than it should. Which is not a good sign. Oh. So for those of you who are in the Discord and in the Drops Discord will have seen this week is their last podcast, which is I don't know, I find it kind of sad, especially coming into what I would consider for me Zwifting season. It's winter I spend way too much time on the trainer, way too much time, because there's just no other option. So a lot of that time I spend listening to podcasts, watching races while I ride, listening to even more podcasts. So spend a lot of time doing that, especially when it's training intervals, anything to take my mind off things. So it is sad, Miguel. It's super sad. It's I felt they were just hitting kind of the next level up in YouTube. They were hitting their stride, and that the next step was coming forward for them. I really felt that. I feel even more privileged to have been a guest on the show. Now that this is happening, I was really hoping that the show that I was on would crack 1,000. And I think it's at like 900, which is pretty good. And then their cheating episode blew everything out of the water, and I think that just kind of opened everything up. And hopefully I will get to see the podcast live, the last one. I kind of plan on it. I'm not sure where it's going to fall, because on the Fridays, typically they happen during my workday, so I miss out. Saturdays, if it's nice, like, I love those guys, but I got to get those things going. Like their momentum just got going. Sounds like they have something bigger in store, which is good. It's, I mean, I get it. You work on projects, people move on. I've had podcasts in the past that were doing really well, and things happen, life changes, and that's just kind of it. Every project has kind of a beginning, a middle, and an end. Most things don't last forever. Yeah, it doesn't matter what it is. They seldom last forever. There are very few things in this world, I think, that just keep on going on until the end of time. But it's I'll be interested to see what's kind of happening with those guys. I'm excited. Like I said, hopefully I get to watch live. It's what I'm going to plan to do, barring kind of the other scenarios that I already described. So I will be interested to hear what's going on. But I mean, hopefully you're right. Like, hopefully they are moving on to bigger things. It's just, and maybe it's just a matter of shelving things. I've done that in the past as well. Shelve projects and they come back out later. It just depends how things are going. So we'll see. Either way, you'll just see. You'll have a back catalog. I know I haven't watched every episode or listened to every episode, so I'll still have stuff to listen to and watch to. I mean, that's the great part about it. It's a great thing with the internet is you can always go back and listen to things. I know that I was trying to pull them up on Apple Podcasts, because that's where I do the majority of my podcast listening. And unfortunately, their catalog wasn't full there. It was, I think they had gone the Spotify route, which I don't use. Mainly because, for those of you who know me, who know I work in the music industry with a lot of artists. I do a lot of photography and stuff like that. Spotify is kind of like, it's good and it's bad. A lot of artists don't like it. Some love it. It's kind of a mixed bag. So, I mean, for music, I tend to just buy albums still, because that way I know it's going back to the artist. But as far as podcasts go, I just kind of listen to Apple because I'm on an iPhone. And then I'm just not installing that app in particular. We got 15 minutes to go. I don't know how full this race is going to be. Numbers looked low when I signed up, but who knows? It's if it's, a lot of people that fill that slot, I think, are in North America, and I think there's a good bunch of locals in there as well. And I know if they're looking at what I'm looking out the window here, which is a big chunk of snow, they ain't riding outside, and neither am I. It's although I will pray that by the end of the week it's gone. Seems like everybody's doing the Tour of Watopia. All those races seem to be several hundred people deep. Yeah, it's but are those races, you know, like, they are and they aren't. It's the tour stuff's always, I don't know if it's a race. Like, I did them last year. I mean, the cap I'm wearing is from an old Tour of Watopia from like 2 or 3 years ago. I think a lot of times you don't even race them. What I guess what I would love to see come back, although it won't because it was a COVID thing, I think, is the Hout route. I would love to see the Hout route come back. That was a brutal 3 days. And it was just pure climbing, and it was GC, and by the third day, you know, actually maybe it was 4 days. It was just, I remember at one point, it was probably day 2 or 3, and I'm just like, what have I done? And I haven't felt that for a long, long time. But yeah, there's a good possibility a lot of people are doing those because you'll get the typical unlocks and so forth and so on. And the nice thing is you can kind of go in there and you'll find your group. You'll find your group, you'll stick with them, you'll get a good time on the route, you can get a good workout. You know, super hard if you want, you know, super easy if you want. We shall see. Maybe that would have been a better choice. Because like I said, over the last 2 days, 2 big outside rides, you know, 3 to 4 hour rides each day. There's a little bit of built up fatigue in the legs. I mean, nice part about Saturdays, it was nicely broke up. I think it was like 2 hours on the front end, a nice chill, eat, hang out for about half an hour, 45 minutes, and then 2 hours on the back end. So it's all good. Now, if you're watching and you're new to the stream, please do give us a thumbs up. Also subscribe to the channel. Helps us out. Say hello, let us know when you're coming in from. Let us know if you're racing. Because a lot of times we have a good number of people in the chat that are doing the race as well. So why did I select a pace spot where I'm going up at 10% bloody grade? Not the brightest moment for me for warm-ups. Let's keep it low though. Oh boy. All right, so as I promised, when we hit the what should we say, a 10-minute mark, a 5-minute mark, and we'll show you my latest addition, change to the stream. You guys can let me know what you think. I do want some feedback. Man, you know, why waste any time? Let's just do it now. Let's just do it now. So this is the normal camera for me. So this is typically how I look, you know, the green screen ends at a certain point, my fingers get cut off, and then at a certain point my head gets cut off as well. It seems awfully short, actually. Yeah, that seems really short. Why is my head so short? So we're going to turn that off. And we're going to add this. So this is kind of my thought. I'm going to turn off the HUD because it's not fully activated. So there we go. That's the full activation. So we made a camera box, much like you would see most YouTubers, except usually they're stuck inside, but my head can break out. And then as we sort of hit the power, you can see the background kind of changes to what zone I'm in. So I don't know. Cool. Oh, and I'm not really bound by the box that much. But at the end of the day, I don't know. What do you guys think? Moved it a bit off the bottom. The sad thing is the topograph kind of interferes with that a little bit. I suppose I could move it kind of elsewhere, like maybe a little bit more midstream or something like that. And just, well, I can move it anywhere really. I would like to, kind of funny enough, set it up so instead of the Zwift avatar you have me racing, but there's not a really good way to do that because there's a bunch of stuff that I have to see and I can't green screen it off. But someday we'll figure it out, or maybe a more toppy down view. I don't know. We will see. We will definitely see. But let me know in the comments if you're watching afterwards, if you're watching during the stream. Let me know, what do you think? Do you like that or that? Those are the two kind of options. There, you see more of my giant head. You still see my giant head, but it's so, yeah, that's what we got. That's what we got. All right. Turn that off for a second. Join event. I think we're going to stick with what we have. I think I am on the Pinarello. Yeah, so we're on the Pinarello. And we're going the lighter wheels. You like that since it'll show the power? Yeah, I'm not like the problem. The problem is when I guess when I'm racing, it won't be such an issue. But at the moment, it's like gray's pretty freaking boring. I should maybe just have, and maybe that's it. Maybe I put some sort of overlay on top of that. That I can turn off, some background noise, or who knows, right? Maybe I change the frame, because the frame is made out of the same stuff that I made my Animate. I suppose I could make it a WebMP file and animate it as well. I guess I could potentially do the sponsor thing down there if I really, really wanted to. I like functionality. Usually translate your experience to the audience. Yeah, it's. I know that in the past, people have they like the graph that shows up on Zwift. I know that people like the little effort bar across the bottom. Because I have the map there, I've obviously turned that off. And I mean, I will say this, like, Zwift has done a good job with the new HUD. I think it's an improvement. I really wish that you had the ability to like toggle completely. Like, I know you can turn the display on and off, but I would like it where I could, well, I haven't even tried turning on just the graph. Maybe I should do that. But then I don't have anywhere to put the elevation graph. Or I can make the elevation graph smaller and put it elsewhere. It's, you know, there's no, I guess, best way to ultimately do it. It's just, kind of doing what's best. All right, 3:26 to go. We got a lot of Trons. That's a good choice for this. What do we got? We got 20 people. That's a decent size. Like I said, I don't know how I'm going to fare here, guys. Like, I really don't. Like, we kind of took it easy on warm-up. They feel okay. But once we start putting some power down, I'll probably really get a good indication of where I am in the state of things. And it depends on how this goes. I don't know what the ratio of B's to C's are. I think there was a couple that I saw this morning when I signed up. So those guys will obviously probably dictate the pace, as is tradition. I mean, the guys with the bigger power numbers are going to kind of set what everybody else does. And we will we'll do our best to follow for as long as possible. So, of course, 24.63 kilometers. We've got 196 meters of elevation, which isn't a ton, but it comes in bunches. And the last climb is gonna hurt. So we will see. Hey, Evil Steph. Thank you so much. Yeah, like 125 to go. Say it every week. I will say it again. Let's not be stupid, guys. Let's just roll out nice and slow like a bunch of civilized human beings and take it easy for the first little bit. And then we'll take it from there. Hey, Mark, how's it going? How you feeling, buddy? I don't know if we're going to enjoy. I had 2 massive rides on the weekend, Mark. I put in a good chunk before the 7 centimeters of snow that we're currently in the middle of right now came. So there we go. But appreciate it. Hey, Lee. Miguel's gonna go for gangbusters, so I'm gonna ride on some coattails, I guess. I'm also curious what you guys think of the the small change to the cam stuff. Slow only in longer races. Slow on all races. Man, even in a crit, if you let me go really slow, I'll go slow all day long. Miguel's a lot easier to see in that dirt jersey too. Oh my God, I feel that already. So that's just nasty. See a couple of Kaboom jerseys. Hey, Bike Beast. Thanks for the raid, man. Take her easy. Darren's in here? Oh, he is. Sneaky, sneaky. He must be feeling better, which is good. I have the same question, Evil Steph.
Ale, 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 ale!
Grindcore, eh? Oh, I feel like shit, Mark. I got over 200 kilometers in my legs. So, in the last 2 days. So, we'll see. Thanks for the follow. Noise canceling headphone. Appreciate it.
Ale, 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 ale.
I'm cooked. Oh, shit.
Ale, 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 ale.
Oh. Oh. Whew. I should be pulling Miguel though, because my legs, like I said, I feel the weekend. Sorry guys, that's all I got. Oh, that sucked. Oh, oh, that sucked. Oh. Oh.
What the fuck is this piece of shit?
Oh. Thanks, Mickey. Holy shit. Ah. I overcooked that first climb. And I just hit a wall. It's just like, oh God. I felt every kilometer from the last 2 days in that. Jesus. Oh, a big shout out to Miguel though. If it wasn't for his wheel, I wouldn't have done so well. Thanks, Evil Stuff. So, as I mentioned, what do you guys think of this little camera box deal? I don't know if you noticed during the stream, I know Lee, that you like the little Zwift graph that I don't have because I've got the elevation graph going. But the colors of the background are directly linked to my power. So it goes through all the same thing that it would normally. So the background changes depending on my intensity factor. I just thought it'd be kind of like a cool little trick. I mean, it looks, you know, like a regular webcam box, but my head's poking out and I can obviously reach outside of it, but it's, I don't know if you guys prefer that or if you prefer the original cam. So, you prefer camera 1 or camera 2? So, yeah, it's, if you asked, I didn't see, I was probably too busy dying. It was probably all kinds of red. Actually, it probably didn't even have to be red for me to feel, started feeling bad. And my heart rate was only like 135 beats a minute. So, Trainer Road basically said, you see that nice little yellow? It's like, do not do anything, it's not productive. So what do? I race. But I even told it I was racing, so I mean, it was telling me not to take a race day. The original and the best, more pain face. You like the original, eh? So you guys are more into this than the other one. Aye? Okay. That is cool. Oh yeah, I've got the emoticons. Where is it? Woo! Got to do that. Get it kind of. I can't remember half the commands. They're like, yeah, lasers, lasers. Just a bunch of stupid stuff. I can't remember. Oh, it's 2 thumbs up for all the kaboomers. That's because I haven't figured out any end celebrations. So if the original is what you guys like, the original will stay. I've just been playing with that and figured we'd give it a shot. Something a bit different into the stream. So ZRL, no racing tomorrow, which is probably good because Trainer Road's probably going to tell me that I really need to take a rest day at this point. I'll probably just do a light endurance ride, which is good. Instead of the racing, my heart rate's still up there. Whew. Whew. Good God, it's taken a while to come down. It's not normally like that. Looks like me and Zwift would have had a baby today. Today is my 40th week straight of Zwifting. Oh, nice. Nice. Congratulations, my dude. You're doing awesome. How are you doing, Darren? Let's close this off and take a look at the finishers. 7th place. Nicely done, Darren. Beauty. Yeah, Darren was having a phenomenal race earlier today. I am surprised to see you. Hopefully, well, I don't like that you got the vomit things going. Hopefully you're feeling all right. I was watching Darren stream via my little hack. If my boss is watching, plug your ears. I don't see you in the chat anyways. You never watch my stream. You only watch Darren. That's right. Talking shit about my boss on YouTube where it can live forever. You can watch it on replay. I don't care. But plug your ears for this part. My little go-round. Basically, yeah, I saw Darren's race and I just saw him. He was in 3rd and it was just a dead stop. But that's not good. Not good. Not good. You need to take it easy, man, if you're feeling ill like that. And Miguel came in directly behind me, 16th. Nicely done, my man. Yeah, like I said, you were an integral part of me even surviving that, to be honest. It's, you know, I thought about trying to cause havoc early and then just kind of coast it in, you know, in typical JD style. When I don't feel great, I, you know, wreak havoc for everybody else and blow the race up. But yeah, 7th is awesome, but you need to take, you know, you need to take a rest there. I mean, I'm one to say anything because I'm racing on a day where I'm supposed to be resting. But we will be doing that as recommended. What's wrong with 186 beats a minute? For some people, nothing. If I hit 186 beats a minute, I don't even think it would hit that high. Max on the bike is 181. Ooh. Ooh, that hurts. That really hurts. For as crappy as I felt, 5.7, 4.2, 3.4, and 3.1, I'm okay with that. And 2.9 overall. Miguel's numbers are looking much, much better. His are identical to mine. That's awesome. You're just gonna get faster, Miguel. You keep on racing those TTTs with those groups, and you're gonna be leaving me in the dust, my friend. It's you're gonna gain really, really fast. I was running 3:10 a kilometer. Wow. Wow. That is fast. Jeez. $198. Good God. That's quite the ceiling. That is quite the ceiling. Yeah, it's that's something else. I felt like today was harder than Thursday. Today had some weird pace. Like, I mean, there's I rolled off the fronts there and pushed a little bit. I just kind of wanted to see what we were dealing with. I should have probably saved it. That probably didn't help me any. But I make bad decisions all the time. Can you stay on stream for 5 more minutes? I need to chill my heart rate, please. Absolutely, man. We'll sit around and chit chat while you chill out and go from there. Yeah, it was partially testing my legs and to see how I felt, because to be honest, when I came out, when my heart rate hit, like, you guys are talking about high heart rates, when mine hit 136, I didn't feel like my legs felt so good. So once we got a bit more warmed up, I just kind of wanted to test to see where it was. I didn't feel much better, but the legs were all right. Watch TTT, Miguel. You guys wasted a lot of energy. Miguel is on the same team as me. I do anything to avoid TTTs. Although now that it's snowing outside today, we're not this Thursday, but probably successive ones we'll be doing the TTT. We'll just see how it kind of works into the training plan. We have to know about our TTT team. We have some very solid squads. There's a lot of last minute shuffling a lot of the time. Pull orders pretty much, depending on what squad it is, go out the window almost immediately. And it's versus a line, it's a blob. It's not the best. The ZRL team that Miguel's also on, a little bit more disciplined in those regards. If you watch, I think the first, we did the TTT for the ZRL, the first one. We came in first, we had 5 guys, so we were down a guy right off the hop. It was just, you'll see kind of how things run, and that was a tough push. And we crushed it. But the Thursday TTTs, which there's a wide variety. There's everything from like chill social stuff to recovery TTTs to we're going to get a little spicy to we take it serious to like we're really completely serious about it. And there's kind of everywhere in between. 98 beats per minute. Yeah, it's still pretty high, Darren. So there's sort of everything in between. And this will be what, your 4th week, Miguel? So your 4th week in the club, I think. So I think it's just kind of like you find your spot. Eventually what happens is you find your, because it's Dirty Watts, you find your DW team. I think we field like 18 teams half the time. I think 18, 19 teams on any given Thursday. So there is a good thing. Yeah, Miguel's progress has been amazing. He is going to quickly surpass me quite easily, I think, and be absolutely crushing it. 100%. I'm just going to have to get down and focus on training now that winter's come a little bit and stop third week, second TTT. There we go. I have no idea what happened on the Sisha climb. It's, yeah. It's, you held 4.3. I was lucky to be at 3.5, to be honest. I was kind of there, and then I just couldn't do it. Like I just couldn't. I couldn't do it. Did ZRS score update for me all? I can check. We will take a look. ZRS score. Activities. Just me. I have gone up. So I'm up to 441. Looks like Miguel's up to 422. And looks like Darren's up to 474. Yeah, it's I find these races bump a lot. A lot. But I mean, I'm finishing mid-pack most of the time. Most of my races, I'm just kind of mid-pack, and I'm still going up. I rarely go down. So we'll see how it kind of goes. Let's see. Take a look at some graphs. I never usually do this. So 147, which is fine. I think this is where I blew up on the climb, right about here. I bet you it's right about there. Yeah, because it dropped right off and then I pick up again. Yeah, it's right in line with my average. What is my sprint power on Zwift? Okay, so it's showing me 991. I will say this. I have your shenanigans recorded on my OBS. There you go. Peter knows me too well. When we used to race a lot, Peter would know that if I go off the front, like it's like I'm about to blow up. That's usually what happens. It's like I feel like trash, so I'm gonna bury myself and make it difficult for everybody else. But it shows my best here at 991. I hit this weekend outside 1,008 in the sprint after I think that was 80 kilometers in that we did the sprint. So I was pretty happy with that. Breaking 1,000 watts outside. So it was good, and especially with that much distance, because it's my power seems to decrease immensely for the sprint the longer I go on. So yeah, just like I said, I mean, you have your up days and your down days, and I know Mark was in here earlier and he wasn't happy with one of his races, but like, I mean, you got to take the ups with the downs. It's I get it. It gets frustrating, and I get frustrated too. But it's you take it for what it is. It's just you continue to kind of push. Like I mean, some days I just feel like I'm gonna fall off the back the whole race, and that's kind of what today was. Other days I feel like I can push the front, and there's stuff that's kind of your middle ground and all that kind of stuff. But you just gotta. Cycling is such an individual thing that, it's, you got to take the good with the bad, and, it's, your body sometimes is a traitor. Your mind's saying go, and your body says no. Sometimes it's the other way around. Your body can go, and your mind is what betrays you. So it's kind of interesting now. I can go to sleep happy now. That's awesome, man. Well, hopefully you're feeling good. So what we've learned from today's stream. As Darren bounces back and takes 7th place, Miguel's power is on the rise and he is looking awesome. We're going to stick with the original cam versus the old cam, or the original cam versus the new cam. We're going to go with that. If you haven't done so already, please leave a comment if you're watching this on replay. I appreciate all you guys. Darren, Evil Steph, Miguel, Lee, Mark, Ginger Warrior, all that kind of stuff. Special shout out to the Ginger Warrior, who is a member of this channel and helps support us so we can do all this racing and fun stuff and continue to move things forward. Shout out to all guys that support the stream and support me in my riding, which is of course BioSteel, Fourth Frontier, painting gear, all that kind of stuff, Rode microphones, awesome stuff. Appreciate it, guys. We will see you next week as winter rolls in. Like I said, we got 7 centimeters of snow. I will figure out another stream day, potentially a weekend, potentially another weekday. I'm not 100% sure. Maybe you guys can let me know in the Discord and what you'd like to see. Put in your own time zones. Let me know where that is and we'll kind of figure it out from there. Or maybe we'll do some kind of community group racing thing once a week. Who knows? You guys let me know what you want to do. So until next time, see ya.